participants, we feel extremely delighted that we have organized this event today and we will be sharing some knowledge with all of you. So earlier we had a technical session by Dr. Kheval, and now we have the eminent speaker amongst us, Dr. Bindeshwar Pathak. Before we move towards his presentation, I would like to mention everyone that I am extremely thankful to Dr. Pathak that he agreed to join us with just one request. He has a busy schedule. As you all know that he is founder of Sulabh Sanitation. He is awardee of Padma Bhushan. He had been awarded Stockholm Water Prize. And there are numerous awards to his credit. And it is our great opportunity that we have Dr. Pathak amongst us today. And I am extremely humbled by his cooperation, by his extreme cooperation that we were shifting from one portal to another, and we were continuously requesting Dr. Pathak that, sir, you need to join from this link. And actually, we planned his expert session at 11 a.m. and he was such a support that he said that he would want to be present in the inauguration session, and this was a blessing for us. And we felt blessed that Dr. Pathak would be present in the inauguration session as well. So I think the name needs no further introduction. He is the founder of one of the best movements in India, that is Sulabh Sanitation. He was awarded with DLET in 1994. After that, he had achieved a Stockholm Water Prize. He was awarded Padma Bhushan. Many of his members from Sulabh who have already joined the session, they have been awarded with Padma Shri as well recently. So it is a great opportunity for us to welcome Dr. Pathak today without being a barrier between the students, participants and Dr. Pathak. I would request Dr. Pathak to share his words of wisdom with Dr. Pathak, with the students. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Honorable Professor Simaji, Head of Department of Civil Engineering, Chandigarh University. Honorable Dr. Ravindra Kheval ji, Professor PGI. Honorable Dr. Ashita Sharma ji, Associate Professor, Department of Civil Engineering. Honorable Sri Puni Sharma ji, Professor Sandeep Sarhotra ji, Dr. Jagvir ji, and distinguished students and participants. I feel proud and privileged that I have been given the opportunity on this World Water Day to speak few words on this occasion, which is very, very important. Before that, I would like to introduce two of my colleagues. One is Padmasri Usha ji. She is my right. She used to clean human fisheries herself by 2003, and last year in 2021 she was awarded Padma Shri by Government of India. And my left is Professor Abdesh Sharma ji, and he is a professor of English. He taught in many universities in India, and also he was in Sana for many, many years, more than 15 years. He taught English there. So there are two of my colleagues who are here. Now I would like to say a few words of wisdom I would like to share with all of you of some eminent people, eminent writer, poet. One statement of W.H.A. Auden, a celebrated Anglo-American poet, who once said, "Thousands have lived without love, not one without water." So this is very important. You can live without love, but you cannot live without water. They're so precious, so important. Water, according to Leonardo da Vinci is the driving force of nature. Without water, there is nothing in the nature. The Stephen Johnson, he said, water is the lifeblood of our bodies, our economy, our nation, and our well-being. To be philosophical, one would like to quote Hermann Hesse, who said, "Water is the voice of life, the voice of being, the voice of perpetual becoming." That is to say, without water, no being on earth can either survive or multiply. Slovakian proverb outlines the medical value of water. It says, "Pure water is the world's first and foremost medicine." While speaking about water, I should not afford to forget Coleridge, ancient mariner who on a voyage through the sea runs short of drinking water and says, "Water, water everywhere, and not a drop to drink." You must have heard this proverb. In Chandogya Upanishad also has outlined the importance of water. Rhyme of the ancient water, by saying that water is the essence of the earth. The last extract that I would like to quote is from Mahatma Gandhi, and it is here to justify my being a Gandhian. He says, "The earth, the air, the land, and the water are not an inheritance from our forefathers, but on loan for our children. So we have to hand over to them at least as it was handed over to us." And this is also the definition of sustainable development. It says that you just use the natural resources as required by you, not to destroy. You should leave it for the next generation, and that is sustainable development. If you take these quotations collectively, you find that they touch upon all the aspects of the topic of today's webinar and referred to the importance of observing World Water Day at least once in a year. The areas on which I have been working are sanitation, social reform, human rights, environment, energy, water, health and hygiene, and so on and so forth. So this is very important. I just said few lines from others. Now I am coming to my contribution to the nation, that John F. Kennedy said, not ask what the country has done for you, ask what you have done for the country. So this is very important, and I will tell you, you know all, you are Indians, that India had problem of defecation in the open and manual cleaning of night soil by the people called untouchables. Now Ushaji now is a national awardee Padma Shri, but she had to suffer from all those insult, humiliation, drudgery while cleaning night soil in other houses. Now see her life, how we have changed with peace and non-violence. This is very important. And just like to show you some photographs. So that way, the first technology I invented, 2-pit porous ecological compost toilet. Just you can see yourself. And it has 2 pits. One used at a time, others kept standby, and the first one is full, switch over to another one. And the first one, after 2 years, it becomes manure fertilizer to be used in the field. It has nitrogen, phosphorus, and a potassium. So this is very important that I invented this technology, and because of this technology, India could be freed from defecation in the open, human scavenging. Bangladesh could be freed from defecation in the open, and also the country of Vietnam. Now just see, I will smell for you. This is a human skater in my hand, and just see how it got converted without any, say, energy or any bacteria brought from outside. This is very good for the knowledge of the students of civil engineering, that the water can, the human skata can be decompose either in the presence of water, in the cold climate, or in the tropical climate. It can be decomposed in the absence of water. So this is very important. And who is converting? No any bacteria brought from outside. Only the bacteria in the soil. And that converts human skata into fertilizer. Now, because this is World Water Day, so I would like to tell you that I have helped to save millions and millions of gallons of water, millions, not billions of water saved from gallons. Now just see what I did. In this toilet, I designed water seal. Water seal of, it may be of 12 millimeter, then it will require only 1 liter water to flush for use. And if the water seal is of 20 millimeter, it will require 1.5 liter. Now you can calculate yourself. Yes. Yeah. छोड़ो तुम ना मेन तो वो था ना पहले ये बोल रहे थे किस पर बोल दिया है क्या now this is used in the septic tank or in the sewers to flush the humus excreta from pan to tank or in the drain. So this siphon, called siphon, is 45 millimeter siphon. So now you can see the design. This will require only 1.5 liter to flush. This is very important. This is the same color. It's okay. Now, pan is not 12. So, if you calculate 7 billion population on the planet, and if they use 10 liters per flush per use, so we can calculate 7 billion to 10, the 70 billion of gallons of water per flush per use. And if they go toilet twice, then 140 billion. And in this water seal, only 1.5 or 1 liter of water. So 9 times or 90 times you can say, 90 times you are saving water. So in a toilet, you should not use that siphon. You should use this water seal, which requires little water to flush. This is very important, and also the methane is not allowed to exit in the atmosphere. So no global warming and hence no climate change. The second is the water saving is from the public toilets. And just see, this is the water from public toilets. And after use, after flush, after use for anal cleaning, and after flushing, this water is treated, and now it has less than 10 BOD. And this water can be used for washing your hand, cleaning of toilets. You can use it as a fertilizer. Again, it has nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium, a good fertilizer. And if you want to discharge your bodies, there is no chance of pollution. So again, you are saving the billions and billions of water, the reuse water. You can treat the water and reuse. The third is, the most important is that water from wells after treatment can be used as safe drinking water. Now, this is very important. So this is very important, that you can have pond like this. इसका सब निकालो ना एक साथ में करो. Give it. So this is very important. In a pond, if you have water, rainy water, you can treat it and you can supply for drinking purposes. And it can save people from the effect of arsenic. Just see how the people are affected. And just see the pond, how the people use it. So this is very important. Again, you can use water from the well. Just see the well. We used to use water fully contaminated while I was a child. My well was contaminated. Take a water in your hand and see some bacteria floating in the water. Think the water is polluted. Don't drink that water. But in the village, we used to drink just to remove those bacteria, and we used to take water, the polluted water, while we were a child. So from the pond, you can, and then in the well also, you can save. So here again, you can save water, which will be billion gallons. And then rivers like the Ganga and other rivers, you can take water from the rivers, you can treat and use for your. Now we have the water ATM, and just see this water ATM. And ₹1, the water is sold ₹1 per liter. And here, the water is sold here 50 paise per liter. You can just see water here. The water you can see 50 paise per liter. Have you heard these days the water 50 paise per liter? Totally impossible. But from this pond I was talking about, the total sale is out 800 liters per day. 8,000 liters per day. And 50 paise, 4,000 rupees per day. And this is 30 days, you say, this is how much? 1,20,000 per month. And that can help you. If two boys and girls, if they work together, they can take up a pond, treat water, and sell 50 paise. In 5 years or 4 years, repay your loan. And after, life is 30 years, but it can go more. So 5 years we have recovered the loan, and after that, this is your saving. So that way, it will give employment also. Apart from drinking water, it gives employment also. Now the biogas from the human mosquito, that is very important. That I have developed, invented the other technology, that biogas from the human mosquito, and that you can use for cooking, for lighting, for this is the biogas plant, and the Home Minister must recover his face. His burning lamp in our campus, and is actor Akshay Kumar. Before making the film Prem Katha, he came to our campus, and just see them, the Sri Ravi Shankar ji frying papadum in the kitchen, and then the American ambassador, the former American ambassador, is warming bodies during winter season, and then just see same photograph, and see we are converting into energy as a street light. And then this is street light. Dr. Jitendra Singh, he is the minister in MOS in Prime Minister's Secretariat. So that way, this can be used. Now we supplied as a street light for 7 years. This you can see. So that way is very important. And former Chief Justice of India, when you are Chief Justice, he came to our campus and he showed how the water is being treated. The wastewater is being treated for usable water. And then the widows. And the other social aspect of the untouchables. This is very important. Now you can see this photograph of Ushaji cleaning night soil herself in 2003 and 2015. She was receiving prize from the Honorable Prime Minister of India, Narendra Modi ji, for cleaning Ganga by India Today, Safai Award, Safai Giri Award. And then she was awarded in 2021 Padma Shri by the Government of India. Just see, this is impossible. It was difficult to. Now just see, she is putting Rasagulla in the mouth of the then Home Minister, now Present Defense Minister of India, Honorable Shri Rajnath Singh. And this is the way she was worshipping the deities. And now these see the widows. They are celebrating Holi. Totally impossible. The widows can play Holi. but we will make them possible to celebrate Holi. And just see this photograph again of the Holi. And this you can see, never in the history of India or the world, just see, widows who are walking on the ramp and they put lipstick on their lips. Nobody can think of that widows can put lipstick on their lips just to walk on the ramp. So this we have changed the attitude and behavior of the people of India. Just see how we help them to be rehabilitated in Vrindavan and many places. So now, anything else?
Sociology of sanitation.
हाँ
Sociology of sanitation.
हाँ कहाँ पर है देंगे untouched eating with the Brahmins. Nowhere in the world, the work being done by an NGO now has become the syllabus for teaching in the college and universities at the graduation level and at MA level. So now the sociology of sanitation, action sociology, is being taught in the universities of Maharaja Kishkumar Singh, Gujarat, Hemchandra Arya, North Gujarat University, Sardar Patel University, Gujarat, Lalit Narayan, Mithila University, Davanga, Bihar, Kumar University, Nainital, Hemati Nandan Bahuguna, Garhwal, Kashmir University, Srinagar, University of Kolhapur, Maharashtra, Mangalore University, Mangalore, Gujarat University, Gujarat, Bhakta Kavi, Narasimha Mehta University, Gujarat, Saurashtra University, Gujarat, Shivaji University, Kolhapur, Maharaja Kishkumar Singh Ji, Bhavnagar, Bangalore University, Bangalore Central University, Bangalore, Kannada University, Hampi, Kavempu University, Shimoga, Bodh Gaya, Central University, Bodh Gaya, Gaya, Bihar. Now can you imagine that the sociology of sanitation is being taught at the graduation or MA level, and these students will not this carve for employment. Like me, I started my career from a school teacher. I was searching for the job. And now I have invented many technologies, solved many problems of India and the world. 50,000 people working with me, and no grant donation from anywhere. Total own work. So this is very important. Now just see the public toilet. Have you seen the public toilet like this? This is biggest in the world. And here 200,000 means 2 lakh people live in Delhi. And next year, many complexes are being constructed, and next year 4 lakh people will live in Delhi. So now we have also put public toilets at 10,000 places, from 10 seats, 20 seats to 2,830, 50 seats and so forth. So that way is the biggest. Now those who come to Delhi from Chandigarh, I request them to come to our museum. This is the only one in the world. You can come and have a view inside the museum. You will like it. The students of civil engineering will like, you will see many things here. And the Sulabh therapy. And if you are suppose you are in a meeting or in a traffic jam, then you can put some blunt object in your left hand, and you can anti-clockwise, you can move for 3-4 minutes, and you can control your call of nature, the pressure you have in the stomach for 1 hour, 1 to 2 hours. I do myself when I have a traffic jam or sometimes difficult. So that way, now this is the part of the museum, and this is a throne of Louis XIV. He should defecate and you to give audience to the people. Now in Thailand, the elephants are being trained to go to toilet. Can you imagine? The elephants are being trained to go to toilet. Indians sometimes say, no, I cannot go inside the toilet. When the elephant can go to toilet, what about you? And just see, this is the door of Homoskita. So this is very important that now from Homoskita we can have this, the ball we have. Now this ball, this can be precast for the children to play, those who are not blessed with income, so they can play in the field as a ball of the cricket, just see the heart. So this is very important. And then this is the duckweed. And then duckweed you can see in Punjab we had this duckweed and we had a fish in the pond. So you can have this, the duckweed cleans the water and fish eats also this duckweed. So this is very important that now this is the duckweed you can have, see the fish in the pond, and this water hyacinth you can just all by inventions, and you can just dry, make it powder, put inside the diverse plant based on cow dung, and with 1-2 cows you can have gas for 8 hours for cooking and everything. So this is very important that you can have this water hyacinth also. So that way I clean myself the Homoskita on my head. Can you see the photograph? This is very important for you, that you should have commitment of your life, and only then you can do. How much years I have left? I have so not left. How much years I have spent? 52 years of my life. This is very important. So that way, with dedication, commitment, with knowledge, and you can have the knowledge, you can have to apply. This is very important. And the technology which I showed you, has invented technology. This BBC has declared this technology as one of the 5 inventions of the world. In Istanbul, it was declared global best practice. in Dubai, cost-effective technology. I got, as rightly said, at our introduction, we got this water price from Stockholm and many other prizes. So I would like to talk about the prizes. So this is very important that if you want to students of civil engineering, so if you want to know from me, I can tell you how the bacteria in the soil acts and converts humus data into fertilizer. What is the, say, distance of traveling of bacteria to the drinking source of water, and in what geographical condition, what should be there. So that you have taken the precaution. All India now every house has a two-pit toilet. So that is we popularized the name of Sulabh Shauchalaya. So that way, those students of civil engineering, if you want to ask some questions, I certainly like to answer, but tell you the technical things in detail. I have told you in brief because the time was very short. So therefore, I did not want to waste your time. But if you have some questions of engineering, technical questions, certainly I would like to answer them. I will let you know in detail about the bacteria in the soil, the distance of water travel, the soak width of septic tank, the sewage system. I can tell you about that also. I have not talked about sewage system and septic tank, knowing you fully well, they are not affordable. So therefore, we have a septic tank. If we have septic tank, we'll have to clean and keep at a place for 2 years more to be used as a fertilizer. Like Sulabh toilet, I showed you that manure you can take directly to the field for use. But septic tank, you cannot take out the sludge to be put in the field directly. It will take 2 years again to keep somewhere for further decomposition to be used as a fertilizer. So with these words, I would like to conclude myself and thank the University of PGI, Chandigarh University, for giving me this opportunity to talk to, and Department of Civil Engineering, Chandigarh University. Whenever you have again some occasion, you can just give me time to share my knowledge. I cannot share everything here right now of 52 years, but certainly some of them I have shared with you. But you have some questions, certainly I would like to answer them. With the yours, I thank you, all the organizers, all the professors, all the persons who gave me time to share with you. With the yours, thank you again.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for sharing your knowledge with us. And it is a delightful experience to know about your journey of so many years. And there were many things which I even came to know today only through your talk, that how we have worked in the field of sociology of civil engineering, that how you have incorporated the social issues with the, and this is the most important.
Thank you.
आप लोग कुछ नहीं कर रहे हैं, क्यों डर रहे हैं? सबका प्लस
I'm sorry for the technical glitch here.
no
There
problem.
was some internet here. So I'm extremely thankful to Dr. Pathak, and it was such a delightful experience to listen to the social issues related to civil engineering and how we need to actually club the social issues. And it is being an engineer, it becomes really important for us to focus on social issues as well while we are deciding about the engineering concepts. So, students and participants, if you have anything to ask from Dr. Pathak, or if you want to interact about anything, you can raise the concern. Professor Jyoti wants to, Professor Kumar Jyoti, you can unmute yourself. Professor Kumar Jyoti. Okay, sir, there is one question that, a student wants to know that what was the motive or what was the vision behind constructing world's largest toilet facility? What was the vision behind this largest toilet facility? What actually motivated you for constructing this?
Actually, while searching for a job, I went many places, and finally I joined the society Bihar Gandhi Centenary Celebration Committee that was formed to celebrate the birth centenary of Mahatma Gandhi. And there I was asked to find out the solution of the problems of defecation in the open and manual cleaning of night soil. I told to my general secretary, sir, I am a Brahmin by birth, and I trust a lady untouchable, and for that matter, my grandmother forced me to swallow cow dung, to drink cow urine, and she put a lot of Ganges water to purify myself. And secondly, I am not engineer by background. So how can I invent the technology of the toilet? But I did it. So the application of what I have experienced is application of mind is more important than tons of knowledge. I got few lines from WHO. The out of heterogeneous designs of public toilets, big easily emerges as most universal and applicable type. So I invented this technology while working for the Century Committee, and later on I founded Sulabh in 1970. So that's how journey began. Mahatma himself said, till they clean night soil, nobody will have food with them. In 1934, he invited the Brahmins and upper caste people in Bindeshwar, Odisha, to have food with them. They came in the evening to have dinner. By the time of dinner, they said, Gandhi, we cannot eat with them. Untouchables. And Gandhi had said, written there, that Indians can face the bullets of the British, but unable to eat with untouchables. Can you imagine? So Gandhi himself said, till the clean night soil, nobody will have food with them. So technology I showed to you By sewage system, it was not possible. Sewage system was, you have lost practice sewage system in civil engineering. And the first sewage system was introduced in Britain, London, 1857, 1860, New York, and 1870, your country, Calcutta, Kolkata now, 1870. So from 1870 to 1947, only 25 towns had the sewage system partially. So by this technology, what Honorable Prime Minister achieved, the success of providing two-piece toilet in each and every house, totally impossible by the sewage system or septic tank system. So that was very important, and that is the journey how it started. I told you some of them here.
Thank you, sir. Yes, Professor Kumar Jyoti, you may please ask the question.
I would like to say that while I was hearing Dr. Pathak, who his wonderful contribution in sanitation sector, he's an icon in sanitation sector. But I think another less known fact is that Dr. Pathak has recently introduced a technology of providing safe water to the rural community at a very nominal cost by using some technology which is already used in large water treatment plants, but not used for pond water treatment. Very few people know that pond water was utilized for supplying to the rural community during the 30s and 40s. But after independence, Government of India thought that these pond water, which were grossly contaminated with bacteria pollution, is spreading diarrheal diseases, epidemic. It's called Eastern India was a focus for diarrheal, spread of diarrheal diseases all over the world. Now, then Government of India took large-scale water supply projects in rural areas based on groundwater. But with the discovery that groundwater is largely contaminated with arsenic, fluoride, and many other toxic materials, the Government of India's program of rural water supply was facing a grave danger. At that juncture, Dr. Pathak came with his idea that why do you abuse pond water? Why don't you use it properly? Use it and treat it, disinfect it, and give it to the rural community at a nominal cost. Dr. Pathak showed that at less than 1 rupee per liter, you can supply this water to the rural. And
Right.
I want that this contribution of Dr. Pathak could also be published and propagated. Because we have worked with Dr. Pathak and we have seen that he is inspiring leadership, as in the case of sanitation, is also becoming effective in applying safe water to rural communities.
Right, sir. So indeed, this is a great work, and providing drinking water at such a nominal cost is such a great achievement of Dr. Pathak's foundation as such. So there is, sir, another student who wants to this is actually a serious concern that if we are focusing on Ganga cleanup or Mission Ganga, so why the industries are being set up near Ganga, or why the waste is being thrown in Ganga, and even though there are legal provisions, but still nothing is being done there.
I join hands with the person who has asked this question. And certainly I say, when you have information that from the factory the water is polluted, the Ganga water, why you allow the shed of the factory on the bank of the rivers? But this is a political question, and till now they have tried to solve partially, but still the big question is that the government of India or the state governments, the amount of publicity they do for winning the election, they do not do the amount of publicity to save water, Ganga water. So this is very important. I agree with that he is right, and the government and the central government, the state government should try to stop this at the earliest.
Right. Thank you so much, sir. If there are any further questions, participants can post in the chat box. And I would request Puneet sir to extend a formal vote of thanks. And before sharing the mic with Puneet sir, I would just want to say thank you, sir. Thank you for giving us your time. Thank you for being the inspiration for all of us. Thank you for your kind presence. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. So I take this opportunity on behalf of the E-Square Club, the Department of Civil Engineering, and of course Chandigarh University, to extend a heartiest gratitude to our honorable guest of the day, Dr. Bindeshwar Pathak ji. I know he has taken out time from his busy schedule and stayed with us from the last 3 hours. So we are really thankful to you, sir. And I strongly feel that all the listeners present who here are very fortunate to listen to our distinguished guest today. And so your session was certainly fruitful, as we could witness so many examples shown by you. As according to the words by Dr. Bindeshwar Pathak ji, great things are achieved when knowledge is combined with action. And Dr. Bindeshwar Pathak ji is an example of that. He's a living legend of that. So thank you very much, sir. Thank you for taking out time and gracing our university, our department, and our club. And we would definitely like to have you have in our campus someday as well.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for your presence. Thank you.